Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me this week. This is our weekly reading for May 26th to June 2nd, 2016. It got dark pretty fast, so I had to adapt with my lighting situation, and I sort of feel like I'm camping with you guys right now. I sort of feel like I'm camping with you and the horses and the electric fence, which I am not going to go near. So I have my little blue light here, and I have my little heat lamp here, and I put my stadium light on because the red-blue thing was freaking me out a little bit on my cracked screen. So I hope this is okay, and I appreciate you allowing our paths to cross this week and hopefully bring a little more clarity into the energies going on so we can feel more clear spiritually, emotionally. I want to say logically as well, but let's continue with my little intro. Remember, Taurus, this is a general reading I'm doing, so it's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, inquiring. If you're just inquiring about a Taurus, it's totally cool, because it's for the highest and greatest good and love of everybody involved in the situation. So, open your own psychic and spiritual antennas and see which nuggets of wisdom and signs and symbols ring true and work into your life, your world. Trust your own logic and intuition in the end to make sound decisions that are based in love, and do what feels right in you. See what resonates for you this week. All right, so let's see what God, universe, your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels, logic, luck, reason, source, whatever you believe is totally cool, Taurus. Let's see what the animal energy is to guide us this week. The peacock. You need to peacock yourself this week. Let yourself stand out, Taurus. Be noticed. Be noticed this week. Can you see it? The stadium light? A little bit? Alright, at the bottom you have the condor. So you're too enmeshed in this situation. So step back, and see the bigger picture before you make any decisions or take action. So when in doubt, take a step back, picture yourself as a big bird, fly above the situation, see the entire landscape, and then go dive in for your catch. Or just, stand out the whole time on the ground and peacock yourself. And you got a lot of birds going on here. So let's see what we have, Taurus, for our numerology card. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, inquiring. This week, the highest, greatest good, everyone involved. Our number energy for Taurus, for wisdom. Spiritual partnership. You have like orange as your center. The center is creativity, and your creativity is tapping into, are you lying down? I think the horse just lied down. He totally is. He's rolling. Elvis, you're rolling around. Maybe you need to roll around in the dark, in the dirt, and still know that that is a spiritual partnership if you're both in it with beautiful, positive intentions. That was a good roll. Good job, Elvis. I feel like, in general, since you're my last reading, Taurus, the overall energy, if I can let you in on a little secret this week, seems to be allowing your primal self, that animal side of who we are, those urges that make you want to have survival, sow your seed, that primal self, in a connection with your highest self, your most beautiful, divine child of God self, which actually is that whole thing together. But I feel like there's a big connection for some reason, all the signs this week connecting that urge, that primal thing that they want, with their higher driver that's almost like allowing this balance to be, the connecting. We're all part animal, we're all part spiritual, we're all special because of this. because we can choose whichever way we want to go and learn our lessons however we choose. So maybe there's a lesson within your partnerships this week that sparks spirituality. Okay? This was also at the bottom. This is 99, compassion. This is just purple. This whole card has, this has orange, so creative, but this one's just purple on purple. 9 on 9. Completion, completion, which is also an 18, which is also back to completion, back to a 9. So have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for everyone else. Have patience this week. I'm going to pull from this. This is the Crystallis. There's a bunch of hay in it from the horses. Oh my, you guys stink a little bit right there. Even when the horses stink, I like how it smells. It still just smells like a farm, you know. I guess it's different from cow stink. All right, off the subject. Sorry, Taurus. Let's see what we have. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is the Crystallis Tarot. I totally went nerd this week and studied this because it's a new deck and its stories were different. And I wanted to give it appropriate time. And I needed to go into complete solitude this week a little bit and rejuvenate myself and rest a bit so that I could give again. I think I gave a little bit too much of myself between this and my work last week and overdid it. So, speaking of balance, let's see what we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Inquiring. Energies this week. One card for love, wisdom. One card for career, wisdom. And one more for general, awesome, overall Taurus wisdom this week. I have them all down. I know the lights are weird, but I'm not sure what those are. You have the 4 scrolls as the underlying energy. So this is like the 4 of Swords. So it's like truce, peace, setting the past aside and allowing yourself time to rest. Rest. I was just talking about resting. This is also having self-acceptance of you, your situation, and everyone else in their situation. This is allowing yourself time to heal so you can make proper plans for your future. This also tells you to bring your energies close to you. Bring your cards in a bit this week, Taurus. Hold your cards a little bit closer to your chest with compassion and understanding so that you can read your own cards maybe a little bit better before you unfold them. What else do I see with this card? There's a lot of purple. Even her hair is dyed purple. I don't know if that means anything for anybody, but she has awesome lavender hair. This is finding peace in yourself, finding peace in your situation, and allowing yourself to feel the freedom in that peace. You know, you have so much purple going on. This card is purple. This is purple. This is purple. This is purple. All right, so let's see what we have. Taurus, for love, we have the King of Mirrors. So, water sign energy. This is someone who's very, very insightful, even though he may appear to be aloof. Remember that. Think of like a Pisces. Or I mean, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But I think of the 3, the Pisces energy is the one that seems a bit more aloof. But usually that's just because they're highly observant of everything that goes on and absorbing it all at once. They just don't really tell you that all the time. So they can seem aloof, but they're not. So someone kind of like that. Someone who might emotionally challenge you. Or this is the male energy that needs to be tapped into. So even if you're a Earth sign, Taurus, This is allowing, either this is a water sign, Taurus women in your life, or this is the energy, or men, or this is what you need to tap into as far as your masculine energy. Seek him out. He's wise. He's emotionally balanced. He has empathy. He feels other people's emotions and understands them and helps guide other people in their emotions, because he has a very strong balance in his own. He's a mentor. He's wise. So have compassion. Didn't you get compassion? You did this week. So find balance in your emotions this week so that others can also find balance in theirs. Be the leader. Be like the King of Mirrors, the Sojourner. You know, he has his awesome, like, horse. There's a horse here. That's cool. We got some horses there. Be connected to the earth step by step as you go. And be a bit reserved about your emotions this week. As far as your career, all right, Taurus, you got the 3 of Scrolls. So, I mean, if these, by the way, piles or sectors are different for you, and that's your career, and this is your love, you know, mix and match how it feels appropriate for you. But this is the 3 of Scrolls. So, somewhere in your career, you've maybe felt, or this week, there's someone who feels betrayed, like somewhere, something. So maybe somebody at the office, somebody you work with, maybe the path that you've been on isn't what you thought. There's some tears. I mean, this is a sad card. What do you have for your last card? All right, so I'm going to pull you one more card on top of the 3 of Scrolls, just because I'd like to understand it better. More clarity on the 3 of Scrolls for Taurus. The 9 of Stones, and then you have a 9 and a 9. So you have completion coming up. So face this. This is something that brings you, Taurus, emancipation. It'll bring you freedom by feeling the tears, by feeling this. Maybe it was betrayal, rejection, pain, broken promises. In the end, this tells you stay positive. Life is a process. It's a lesson. It's a journey. These are tears that were brought into your world to tap into your emotions, to bring clarity into your path, to what you want, what you don't want, what you need to let go, and how to stay positive. I think this too shall pass when I see this card. So even though this sucks a little bit to go through, or whoever this is going through it, it brings freedom in the end. There's always a rainbow. There's also purple in this card. So this is allowing yourself to let go of the things that don't serve you, so you can open yourself to something new. All right? Because then you have the 9 of Spirals and the 9 of Stones. Fire, stability, fire and earth. This is a brave new adventure. You know, putting something together, having this big accomplishment, taking all that time to do it, and then just leaving it there. Accomplished, but you're going to leave it behind and walk away and go on a new adventure now. You got all your badass muscles from building that. It's cool. Everyone sees your work, but it tells you to walk away with confidence. And it's secure.